Salarah Starre is a UK-based advanced law of attraction teacher trainer, coach, public speaker, and leading wellness expert. She will share life-changing wisdom about the law of attraction and how you can use this powerful universal law to build a foundation for bigger and bolder manifesting results. It is time to create the life you deserve, and with Salarah's help, you will.
And a very, very warm welcome to Manifesting Made Easy with myself, Salarah Starre. I'm very joyfully connecting with you all the way from the very beautiful and historic United Kingdom, Winchester to be specific, a gorgeous city. It's so wonderful that you chose to take the time to tune in and listen to the show today. I have to say, I've thoroughly enjoyed our time together, really enjoyed the feedback as well. So thank you so much for those of you who have taken the time to either email or WhatsApp me and let me know that you've listened and that you have got something from our time together. My intention is to help equip you with information and knowledge on the law of attraction and how you can use the law of attraction to up-level pretty much any area of your life. And of course, last week we ended up when we were talking about a little bit about the science behind the law of attraction and how you might like to listen to or read the book The Field, written by Lynn McTaggart, a fantastic book that I know will help you understand in a little bit more detail the science and physics aspect of the law of attraction. And I love the way she explains it in layman's terms as well. With that in mind, let's discuss the law of attraction and how it is all about energy. As Christoph Melchizedek says, your energy is the currency that you bring to the world. Well, he says your frequency is your currency that you bring to the world. Therefore, it's very important that our energy and our frequency is in alignment with what it is we desire to experience. Knowing that everything we already want, or everything we want, already exists in the quantum field. That can be a bit mind-blowing. So that part of me that wants to be in the Maldives with my laptop on my lap, looking at the beautiful, calm blue waters, already exists. That part of me that's walking in Peru, enjoying all the views and the energy, already exists. It's just a case of us calling this energy into our physical reality. Knowing that everything we want already exists means that, of course, through visualization and other techniques, we can jump timelines into those realities as if we are already experiencing them in the here and now. Of course, we're going to get a little bit more into that in future episodes. But what do I mean by everything we want already exists in the quantum field? So what I mean by this is when we think about something that we desire, we absolutely have the ability to bring it into physical manifestation. Because remember that beautiful saying, what man can perceive, man can achieve. Of course, if we want to make that a bit more balanced, what woman can perceive, woman can achieve. So it's the same for men and women. The trick is to learn to align our energy so that we receive it. Of course, it's also important to remember that there are many other factors involved here. If it was just a case of just thinking something and manifesting it into our reality, we'd kind of spiritually bypass some of the lessons we have chosen to overcome along our journey in this lifetime. So it's the law of responsibility tells us that we are here to unlock different spiritual qualities and attributes. And as we do so, we shift our vibration, we raise our vibration, and with that, the reality we see through the lens of our own eyes begins to shift and change as well. So quantum physics teaches us that reality is not fixed at all. It is fluid and open to influence. That is in itself is mind-blowing. It means that everything that we see in our reality, we're not stuck with it. It doesn't mean to say that just because life is what it is in this moment, that we don't have the ability to change it, mold it, and shift it more into a reality that we choose consciously to experience. Many of us, and I certainly was one of these people for a very long time, I was living just automated robotic existence. I didn't know that I had the ability to shift and influence my reality at all. Therefore, I was just kind of creating my reality by reactive default. And it wasn't until I became aware that I was unaware that I was this powerful creator, I was then able to consciously choose my thoughts, consciously align my energy to that of which I desire, and then it was only a matter of time that the universe would deliver it. So quantum physics teaches us that reality isn't fixed, it's fluid, my friends, and absolutely open to influence. Therefore, it's really, really important that we use our own inherent gifts and the beautiful tools that the universe has gifted us with in order for us to shift and align our frequency. Let's take in a nice deep breath, just so that we can open, expand. And as we open and expand our energy field, of course, naturally, it's going to raise and lift up. So slow, long, deep breath in through your nose if you can. Holding the breath at the top just for a moment or two. And now as you exhale, set the intention of releasing any old energy that no longer serves you. Any old limiting beliefs, any old thought patterns. If somebody upset you at the shop, or anything else you might be holding on to, just for this moment, give yourself the gift of just releasing all of that, allowing yourself to relax, open, uplift, and expand. Another slow, long, deep breath in through your nose. Holding the breath at the top for a few moments. A nice big cheesy grin on your face, and just allow all that energy to leave, any old energy, and empty your lungs completely, so you can let all the old carbon dioxide from the depths of your lungs leave your physical being. This is a beautiful way of restoring healthy chi in our body. Okay, now that we're all relaxed, your neck and your shoulder muscles are relaxed down, put your feet up. Put your shoulders back so you can open your chest cavity, because powerful manifestation comes from the heart center. Now we're ready to do the work. It's very, very important to set a natural and relaxed scene as we do this work, especially when it comes to visualization and such like. It's even more important to relax and enjoy the process. So when we come to manifestation, if we're feeling uptight, in lack, or worried about anything, we're pretty much closing down the doors of all of our desires. And it's then that I always advise just to pull the plug on your manifestations and reset your energy. So let's have a little think about how our subconscious mind works, how our mind works. We have already discussed in previous episodes that we don't see the world as the world is. We see the world as we are. I think it was Dr. Wayne Dyer that came up with that quote, but I could be wrong. Which means that the world that we are seeing isn't the truth of the world as it is. It's merely a projection of our own inner reality. So let's think about how a projector works. The projector simply projects a preset program onto a screen. So just think of the ones in the office, or if you went to an inspirational talk and they used slides. The actual projection came from the computer. So the same happens with us. It comes from our mind. So the screen is not the source of the projection. It is the projector. So if we want to change what is being projected onto the screen, of course, we go into the program that is running it on the computer. And that's exactly the same way that humans work. We merely see a projection of our own inner reality, our own inner world, our own program being projected out onto the movie screen of our life. It's a bit spooky to start with, right? When I first found that out, I was like, okay, that all feels a little bit kind of trippy. It feels a bit weird. But actually, the more I thought about that, the more empowering it became, because I thought, well, actually, I can then change my program, which will change what I see in the projection of my reality. Absolutely. And I thought, you know what, I'm not going to take these books' word for it. And this is exactly what I'd like you to do as well. I'd like you to do this as your own experiment. And notice what happens when you change your inner program, what happens within the shift of the reality that you see in the projection of your world. And I think that's really important because for such a long time, so many of us have given our power away, listening to other people, believing what other people say, being led blindly in many respects, and not actually taking this information, empowering ourselves by trying it for ourselves and seeing what results we get. I think that is true empowerment when we're able to do that. So I'm going to always invite you never to take my word for any of this. Give it a go, try it for yourself, and see what happens. But really give it a good go, right? It's not just a case of giving it a quick go and going, oh, it doesn't work for me. Really be persistent and consistent before you judge whether a tool is going to work for you or not. Because remember, it is different strokes for different folks. So what works for me may not work for you. What tool lights me up may leave you feeling flat as a pancake. What tool leaves me feeling flat as a pancake might really light you up. So it is important to explore the plethora of tools that we have available to us so we can see which ones work for us. And as the very beautiful Gabby Bernstein says, she says, our perception is our projection. And of course, I'm going to add to that and say our projection is our perception. So we absolutely have the power inside of us, my dear friends, to be able to shift and change our reality. And yes, we do need to be persistent. We do need to be consistent. That's what I meant. That's why I was like, right, if we want to change our reality, we can't just do like a 2-second thing and say, well, you shout at the universe and say, well, where's my manifestation? We have to really focus, put the time, energy, and effort in. And that's when we start to see amazing results. So what I thought I'd share with you today is an uplifting game that I absolutely love. It's a game that I get amazing results from. I've shared it with many of my students. I also do law of attraction teacher training. So if you would like to become qualified in some of the stuff that I teach and have your own certification, which is fully accredited, then you can just reach me, Salarah@salarahstar.com. I'd absolutely love to discuss this with you. There are a few prerequisites if that's something that you would like to do. But we can have a little chin wag on the phone, as we say in England, which also means we can have a chat, cup of tea, a little bit of chocolate, and I can share with you the course syllabus and see if it aligns and something that you'd like to do. But in the meantime, let's talk about this powerful game, which absolutely makes the law of attraction work for you in a very, very fun, easy and uplifting way. It's called the Wouldn't It Be Nice If game. I absolutely love this. It kind of makes your imagination run absolutely wild because your mind and body are actually naturally designed to keep you safe. So when you think about the future, you may find yourself worrying and thinking about everything that could go wrong. I certainly know that that's my default setting unless I really focus on working on the positive. But let's just say, what if there was a very simple, fun, imaginative game that you could play that would shift your focus from all the bad or the negative stuff that could happen towards the possibility of good happening? You'd play it, right? I certainly know I would. So your imagination is where all creation first starts. This is why imagination is so important, and many of our imaginative qualities have been dimmed and squashed and nulled through the education system, through our parents and society. Now, this isn't making anyone bad or wrong. It just happens to be the kind of system that we are born into. But our job now is to start to awaken and reignite our imagination, because your imagination is one of your most important tools in manifestation, because this is where all creation first starts. And like I said, many of us are absolutely tormented by the possibility of everything that can go wrong. And because the imagination is so powerful, we want to make sure that we use it really wisely. And that's where the Wouldn't It Be Nice If game comes into play. It's fun, it's simple, and it's absolutely going to enhance your manifestation abilities. I just want to interject now by saying that this game has been shared in many, many different variations by wonderful authors, including Esther Jerry Hicks, in their book Ask and It Is Given, Gabby Bernstein in one of her blogs, and I'm sure it has appeared in many other places. It's a popular game, And there's a good reason for it, because it creates absolutely amazing results. So basically, you can use the law of attraction by asking yourself, wouldn't it be nice if, and then finishing the sentence with whatever it is that you would like to manifest. Okay, so this game absolutely helps you attract what you want to attract in your life and have fun in the process. Because remember, manifestation is all about fun and flow. Open, expand, fun, flow, playful, imaginative is a very, very important part. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips before I share exactly how the game starts. Or how the game goes. And there are many different times and ways that you can use this game. There's no right or wrong way as well. This is very important that you're flexible and fluid within this game. You can use it when you're already feeling good, if you want to just boost more areas of your life and you want to make them even better. Or you can even use them when you're feeling a little bit low, discouraged, resistant, and you just want to flip negative thoughts into more positive ones. And you make a start by thinking of something that you would like to experience in your life, whilst pondering just how nice it would be if you had it right now. So focusing on what you want, you finish the sentence. So wouldn't it be nice if, in as many ways as you can, with the exact outcomes that you want to experience. So say, for example, I used the Maldives word earlier on in the show. Wouldn't it be nice if I was recording this podcast from the Maldives? Wouldn't it be nice if I was sinking my feet into that beautiful warm golden sand and I could feel the sun just shining down upon my skin? And it's playing and getting into as many feelings as you can. So it is very important to activate your senses. You notice sinking my feet into the beautiful warm golden sand, feeling the sun shining down upon my skin, seeing the turquoise blue waters, smelling that fresh sea air. The more you do that, the better, because that's going to really help to calibrate you energetically to align with the frequency of what you desire. Now, if for some reason you don't believe what you're saying, then it's important to create what I call a bridger statement. So wouldn't it be nice if I believed that this was possible? Or wouldn't it be nice if I was willing to believe that this is possible? Wouldn't it be nice if I believed that the universe does have my back and this is absolutely possible for me? And that way it takes us from the misbelief into belief, and that's a very, very important part of this game. It's so important to keep your language positive, because your subconscious mind absolutely does not know the difference between what thought is real and what thought is imagined. Your words have absolute power and can make you feel in a certain way. So if you're thinking negative thoughts, you're more likely then to evoke negative feelings. Negative feelings then start to activate your sympathetic nervous system, which is your stress response. So all your creative resources begin to shut down because you go into survival mode. And of course, the aim of this game is to evoke positive feelings. So, for example, instead of saying something like, wouldn't it be nice if I stopped feeling tired all the time? Make sure you use positive language. Wouldn't it be nice if I felt energized and upbeat, a sparkle behind my eye and a spring in my step? You can see the difference between my language there. It's very, very important. Or, of course, if you want to manifest some money, instead of saying, wouldn't it be nice if my bank account wasn't always in the red all the time? Absolute no-no as far as the law of attraction goes. Well, of course, if you want to manifest something positive, it's a no-no. Instead, you could say something like, wouldn't it be nice if my account was constantly in credit and I always had more than enough money? Again, positive language is so important. And when it comes to the law of attraction, and specifically this game, getting into the believing state. And that is so important because it helps you redirect your thoughts and your feelings so that they're in alignment with your desired outcome. But the good thing is with this game, and this is why I love it so much, is you don't have to truly believe with all your heart that what you're saying will happen. But what you are doing is removing resistance and doubt by being open to the possibility that something good could happen. And that in itself is great, right? Anything we can do to make things fun, remove resistance, play, use our imagination. And that's why it's also important not to force this game. or try and push or make it happen. For it to be effective, you do need to do your best just to relax, big cheesy grin, be childlike and playful in the process. The idea of this game is to change your feelings and raise your vibration, not to create additional anxieties for yourself or negative feelings, of course. It's supposed to take the seriousness out of manifestation and make it lighthearted and fun along the way. Okay, so you don't necessarily have to relax and clear your mind, although if you wanted to, that could be helpful. I just want you just to be able to just do this anytime, anywhere, as long as you make sure that you take yourself into that nice relaxed position before you start. So you may want to take in a few slow, long, deep breaths in just to open, expand and relax. You know, the more you're in the relaxed state, like I said before, the more open you'll be, because you'll activate your parasympathetic nervous system. And this is when your body goes into all kinds of energetic, creative, expansive modes. And then you can play the game. But like I say, the more relaxed, the more positive headspace you're in, the better. It will make it more powerful. And there's no time limit for this either. You can just go for it and just list as many things as you like. Wouldn't it be nice if I owned a Swiss cabin in a log cabin in the Swiss Alps? Wouldn't it be nice if I got gifted and given the most beautiful bunch of flowers? Wouldn't it be nice if somebody bought me a lovely coffee? Wouldn't it be nice if I was able to just move straight into my dream home? Wouldn't it be nice if I could buy my home? Wouldn't it be nice if unexpected money just came to me from everyone and everywhere in every shape and in every form? Okay, so you just go on and just play, and it's very important not to limit yourself. So just think big, like think completely out of the box. Small things, big things, just allow yourself to go for it. But the most important thing is to let go. And once you've played the game, you're best not to think anything more about it. If you start to worry about how things are going to manifest, if they're going to manifest, then you're going to create blocks and remove all the good feelings that you've built up. And you just inject negativity into your desired outcome. And none of us want that, right? So it's just about playing, having fun. So after you've played the game, you just carry on with your day. Let the universe just do the job that the universe is really good at doing, because worry just makes it harder to manifest the things that you want, because we just create so much resistance around it. So you may even want to just distract yourself, put on a song, phone a friend, go for a nice walk, just continue with your normal daily activities, and then the manifestations will absolutely fly to you like magic, especially when you're having fun. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is to play the Wouldn't It Be Nice game with me. So I'm going to say, wouldn't it be nice if, and you're going to complete the sentence. And I'm going to do this 10 times and lift the lid off all limitations. Okay. Wouldn't it be nice if? 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 Remember to relax and have fun here, okay? Just enjoy it. Wouldn't it be nice if? 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 Okay, now notice how you feel. And tune into your body. How different do you feel from when we first started to now? You might be feeling things like inspired, motivated, uplifted, and it's very, very important for you to acknowledge these feelings. And now as you're feeling these feelings, just imagine breathing into them. Nice, slow, long, deep breath in. Breathe into these beautiful feelings. magnify these feelings. So now just imagine that you can turn the dial up. You might want to imagine you've got a little dial actually that you're turning from, say, 3 to 8 or 4 to 9, whatever it might be. So just imagine turning the dial up on these feelings. And then you can, if you want to, just imagine that you've got some helium balloons in your hand. You're just going to release your grip. The balloons are just going to fly off into the cosmos with all your dreams, all your desires, and they're floating around the universe, gathering the most beautiful energy, ready in the perfect time and space sequence to manifest. And just say with me, and so it is. So I'm going to invite you now just to play the Wouldn't It Be Nice If game every day. Play it with your kids, with your co-workers. You know, there's an article I wrote in a magazine where we focus on, you know, all the, well, what if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? What if I can't do it? What if I'm not good enough? Well, darling, what if you can do it? And what if you are good enough? So it's another variation of this game. So I'd really, really love you over the course of the next week or so to practice the Wouldn't It Be Nice If game. But also, if you find yourself like saying things like, well, what if I don't get the job? Or what if wonderful opportunities don't come my way? Or what if I'm alone forever? Well, darling, what if you do get the job? What if wonderful opportunities did come your way? And what if you meet the most beautiful soul friends and soulmate connection that your heart could even dream of? And it's very important to build the muscle of focusing on what we do want rather than what we don't want. Because remember from a previous episode, I mentioned the universe does not know the difference between what you're thinking or saying, whether it's real or imagined. It takes all the thoughts that you're thinking and all the feelings, believes them to be true, whether they are or not, and then starts to look for opportunities in your reality to make what you have thought manifest in your physical world. And that's mind-blowing. But this gives motivation and determination to say, right, if I am this powerful, it is so important that I use this power well, so that I can get the outcome that I desire, but also for the highest good of all or not at all. Which means that I don't want anybody to get hurt by me having my manifestation. And this, my friends, is really, really important, because sometimes we get so much into, you know, our own kind of lack or kind of egoic desires, if you like, that we end up focusing on something so hard that we don't think about the people it might affect along the way, or what might have to happen in order for our manifestation to come. So it is always important when you're holding these visualizations in your mind, you're thinking about the thing that you want to manifest in full color, you're breathing it, you're noticing how you're standing and how you're holding yourself, what you're thinking. And then once you said, right, universe, you see this is what I am manifesting into my reality. But if you've got something better for me, then I will have that instead. But either way, this has to be for the highest good of all or not at all. If anybody's going to get hurt or harmed in the process of me receiving my manifestation, then I would rather not have it. Okay, that is real mastery manifestation now. This is taking it, like I said before, from the egoic manifestation, which is very, very limited, very self-centered, into the soul manifestation, which doesn't have any limits at all. And it is for the gain and of the collective consciousness, which is where we are moving to in the earth, which is fantastic. So what you may also want to do is take a moment at the end of each day to think about your successes. Sometimes if you're feeling low or down, just getting out of bed's a success, right? Or if you manage to tick some things off your to-do list, that's a success. Or if you got a phone call and you got offered the job, that's a success. Because remember, where attention goes, energy flows. Whether you want something or not, it doesn't matter. The fact that you are thinking it, you are creating it. So you may as well use your thoughts, your words, your actions, and your deeds to manifest something beautiful and extraordinary in your life and for the world. Anyway, with that now, I can't believe half an hour has already gone. So I very, very much look forward to being back with you same time next week. In the meantime, just keep your comments coming in, keep your questions coming in. Let's have some interaction in between. Any questions that you would like me to answer on the next episode, feel free to send them in. Remember, you can join me on my Facebook group called Become a Master Manifester, where I hold a law of attraction clinic most Wednesdays, although I am going to be holding a charity event for 5 weeks where I won't be doing the usual law of attraction clinic, but you can scroll down through the newsfeed and connect to all previous ones that I've done. If you want to book a one-to-one session with me or find out about my courses, go to salarahstarre.com. But it's been beautiful to be with you, sending you all lots of love, and may the universe bless you in more ways than you can ever believe possible. Take care, and sending you all lots of love all the way from England.
Thanks for listening. Salarah Starre will be back next week with great insights into the law of attraction. In the meantime, please visit salarahstarre.com.